Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Saturday, August 9th, 2025, and we are back with our NFL preseason best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post NFL videos every single day that the NFL is on, along with all the other major sports. We have an MLB video for Saturday out right now, so definitely check that out after this one. We're going after our first 20,000 subscribers, so I'm excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, tough day. It's kind of a flush tape that day. Falcons plus 3.5 was voided. It was basically the same as a push because of that injury that happened to that kid. That really sucks. Hopefully that guy's okay. But I would say, though, if that game continued, I think the Falcons cover that spread, but is what it is. Under 33.5, Carolina and Cleveland, that was a loss. I was dead wrong about Shedeur in the preseason. But all the people who are talking about how Shedeur, everyone should be eating their words on game one of the preseason, like FanDuel's account, like on Twitter, was just like Shedeur. And listen, I'm not rooting against the kid. I just think it's crazy that people are crowning this kid over week one of the preseason against the fucking Panthers. But is what it is. We're bouncing back to that. I feel good about the plays. Got 2 plays for you guys here on YouTube. But we also have a full slate of members only today, a massive card for members only. And you can get all of our members only best bets, become a member, and profit bigger using code at zdmbets.com/picks using code football for 40% off. As a member, our members get members only best bets every single day, which are most profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you have a direct line to me. So any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game you're considering betting, and go our free picks to on YouTube, sent to you before these videos come out. That would take advantage of early lines, early odds. The website is zdmbets.com/picks. Website is linked in the pinned comment below. But let's get into the plays that we actually have for the day. So the first play that I'm going to roll with here is I'm going to go with the Broncos, minus 6.5 versus the Niners. This line is the trap line of the century. It's very similar to the Patriots line yesterday against my Redskins. Now, we had the over 34.5 in that game, and that went way over. Patriots covered it themselves. But everyone and their mother was on the Skins yesterday, on the Commanders, on the DC football team, whatever. And then the Patriots came out, and they absolutely, they just beat the shit out of them, which I'm not super surprised by, because the Skins didn't play anybody. So that's not super surprising. This is the exact same situation as yesterday, except it's just different team names. The Niners are playing literally nobody. They're playing no one. This is just the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, like the thing. They don't do that unless they have like young guys, young rookies that need to be in there. And when we're thinking about why a lot of these teams are covering spreads, like the plus 6.5 and stuff, is because of playmakers. And when you're looking at San Fran, they have got just a rash, and I mean a rash of injuries. On the playmaker side of things. McCaffrey is not going to play. Guerrero, not going to play. Jordan James, probably not going to play. So you're playing a 4th string running back the entire time. Ayuk, obviously these guys aren't playing, but Ayuk's out. Jawan Jennings is questionable. Pearsall, I think, is on the PUP list. And then Jacob Cowing, he's one of the 2nd string wide receivers, isn't playing either. So you've got a few guys. You have a few guys on the Niners that you would recognize, but you're not going to have a ton of playmakers. And outside of George Kittle, they don't have any good tight ends. This is outside of Trent Williams. The Niners have one of the worst offensive lines in the entire league, starting wise and depth wise. They're absolutely terrible. And Mac Jones is going to be the quarterback. And with the Broncos have a really, really deep defense, specifically in the front 7. And if this front 7 can even remotely give a little bit of pressure, Mac Jones is going to toss them the ball. And Carter Bradley is the 4th string quarterback who's going to be playing today once they pull Mac out. And he went to USA, University of South Alabama, and he was average at best. He was like okay. I really, really like the Broncos here. Plus, when you look at the Broncos are going to be playing people, so you're going to get that. But they have really good quarterback depth for preseason standards. Bo Nix is going to start. He's going to play. Jarrett Stidham is a preseason All-American, just a great player when he's playing in preseason. And Sam Ehlinger, who's very, very serviceable and is fighting for a job. When you're looking at that. And then they've got pretty decent skill guys across the board. And then you've got a a deep, and I mean deep defense, specifically on the front line. And we are going against the Niners team that doesn't have a very good O-line, isn't playing any of their starters, doesn't really have any playmakers. The Broncos are the right move here. Sharp money, by the way, is heavily on the Broncos tonight. 39% of the bets, while 79% of the money as of right this second is on the Broncos. 39% of the bets, 76% of the money, which is even better for us. We're looking at this as well. I mean, I got it at 6.5. You can get that on FanDuel. DraftKings, Hard Rock, a lot of them are -7. I would still take the 7. It might have opportunity to push. But the Broncos should blow this team out today. This shouldn't even be close. It's not because the Stars aren't playing. It's because of the depth that the Niners have, which is not very much because they pay all these guys. So give me the Broncos -6.5 versus the Niners in this game. Your best odds are going to get that is on FanDuel -120. Next, I'm going to go with the Jags -4.5 versus Steelers. This is a disgusting play, if I'm being honest here. The Jags are playing starters. The Steelers aren't, obviously. I mean, this is obvious. Do like 5 seconds of research. You'll see the Jags are playing starters. But that's not why I'm betting against them. I think that the Jags can get off to a quick lead. But here's the things I think about. The Jags were a better team last year than they showed, than being the I think they were the number 6 pick before they trade up. They're better than that. They got hit with 1 million injuries. Trevor Lawrence is I think a really solid quarterback. Top half of the league without question. Top half of the league. And you get rid of injuries. I mean, he would have shown that last year for sure. And before I get into that, the Sharps are heavy on the Jags as well. 32% of the bets, while 33% of the money is on the Jags right this second as I'm recording. But we're looking at the Jags here. They've got a solid quarterback room going back to the 4th string. So they're going to have really good quarterback depth the entire way by preseason standards. Nick Mullins is an all-star in the preseason. I mean, just an absolute dog. John Wolford, not really sure about him. Seth Hennigan was a really, really good quarterback at Memphis, and he's going to be able to make some serious moves today, especially with Liam Cohen being an offensive coach. You've got a really solid running back core going back down to the 4th string by preseason standards, and same thing with wide receivers. That's solid. That's very, very solid. Defensively, this team is a lot better than people think, and they've actually got a very, very solid depth here. While Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they're not playing anybody. And they're also like just not. Their roster construction is so piss poor this year. I mean, I don't even know how they're going to win 6 games. I don't even see it. And they've got Mason Rudolph, who's okay for the preseason. He's barely going to play. He's going to play a couple series. Then Will Howard's not going to play today, and he's questionable. They're not going to put him in for the preseason if he's questionable. They're going to put him in second and third preseason game. They're not going to do it right this second. So that leaves us with Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson is fine, but he's not a good quarterback. He just isn't. And he was good with Mike McDaniel and with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all these guys, right? He's not going to be good with Rock Taylor and Max Hurlman and Brandon. Like, he's not going to be good with these people. Like, he had an offensive coach that was really smart, really, really intuitive. Like, Arthur Smith is not going to put together a good game plan for Skylar Thompson. Not because he's not trying, but he just won't be able to. And on the Jags, on the other hand, you've got really good wide receiver depth, and the Steelers don't have good offensive weapons, and the thing they're going to hang their head on, obviously, is defense. But, I mean, I'm looking at this defense here. I mean, they're not that good defensively. I mean, they just aren't. I mean, I understand, Jalen Ramsey and Joey Porter Jr., they're not playing any of those guys, first off. They're not playing Cam Hayward or TJ Watt or like Patrick Queen or any of these guys. When we're looking down the pike here, I mean, they have very, very little depth. I mean, very, very little depth. The Jags are also at home, which actually makes a big difference when you're playing in the preseason because you actually want to win. Steelers just want to get back without being injured. I love the Jags here in this game, -4.5 for the Steelers. They should be able to cover this spread pretty easily. They have a better roster. I want you to clip this and remember this in the end of January when the Jags have 11 wins and Pittsburgh has 4. Like, remember this. But Jags -4.5 versus Steelers in this game. Now, just like I said, we have an MLB video right now, so definitely check that out once you're done with this one. But if we go 2-0 down, I'm going to give away $100 cash or week free members only to someone who subscribes to the channel, likes this video, comments their favorite play. And all our membership is 40% off using code football. Join me before football season starts because I'll tell you this right now, we are going to own, and I mean own the fall. I've owned the fall every single year. We're going to own it again. But again, guys, just a quick recap what we have with the Broncos -6.5. We have the Jags -4.5. Let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure to check out those other videos.